Hi, I'm Gabriel and welcome to Bigones.nft, where we bring you the latest NFT news, reviews, and the daily rankings of some of the biggest and smallest NFT collections on the Metaverse. Now, before we proceed, smash up the like, hit subscribe, and turn that notification bell to let the gang at YouTube know you appreciate this kind of content. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, now, as what we always like to do on this channel, let's go through CoinMarketCap and look at the daily crypto. So, as we can see here, not so good. Look, it's been going up and down, honestly, and now the market cap is under a trillion. Like, we were doing pretty well for the last week or so, staying above that trillion market cap, and now we've just gone under it now with Bitcoin around the 20K mark. Now, it did drop down to about 19 yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, and now it's sitting around 20, moving up, just staying within that price point. We've got Ethereum here at 1,555. So at least it's staying above its 1,000, where it was a couple of weeks ago, if not 2 or 3 weeks ago. And let's just scroll down and let's look at ApeCoin. ApeCoin, where are you? And boom, ApeCoin at $4.82, so under $5. All right, so anyway, as we can see, there is a sea of red going on with the altcoins. And again, we don't know where is it. Is it going to go bullish or are we going to go down bearish? So it really is still still up in the air, pending on obviously a lot of these macro influences that are happening around the world right now. So anyway, let's go into the news section. So at least we've seen what we have on the crypto market. As we know, this does correlate to NFT and NFT purchasing. Okay, moving on to the first news of the day, which I find very, very exciting and very, very interesting, is here on Euronews.com, the Metaverse is opening up the world's holiest sites to virtual pilgrims. Wow, now this is one of the most interesting articles that I've read. And again, for all those who know, all these 3 key articles that we'll be showing on news items will be in the description box below. And if you haven't already, smash up that like. Thank you very much. Let's keep moving on. So the Metaverse is opening up the world's holiest sites to, well, this is just another use case for the Metaverse. And interestingly enough, it's bringing religion into the game. Now, if you look at this, I think right now they've focused obviously on MECCA. And there is a digital agency called Ehab Fares who created some of Islam's most sacred sites, including MECCA. And they named the experience MECCA. Okay, so, and I think I've read also a little bit down here that there's, I think here it is, and this is quite interesting, that at some point religion engages your mind and also engages your body, said William Green, professor of religious studies at the University of Miami. You can't do that in 2 dimensions, but you can do it in the Metaverse. So again, it's bringing education, religion to the Metaverse, something I absolutely find intriguing in terms of this kind of adoption of Web3, blockchain, Metaverse, and how it's integrating into really, basically, one could say, our daily lives. So I think 10 years, 20 years down the line, I think the word Metaverse will be just as much as known as the internet. And as with blockchain and of course cryptocurrencies. So it's an amazing journey ahead of us, and I'm very excited and thrilled. And I think this article just goes to show the corners that it's reaching, thus one being of course religion. Okay, moving on. So this one's interesting. How Decentraland and Privacrip are transforming the Metaverse sector. Okay, so again, staying with the whole Metaverse theme here, let's just read the first line here. A Metaverse is a form of digital interaction which we know, where users can connect and play games. Through the COVID-19 pandemic, Metaverse adoption grew massively. Let's stop there, and that's absolutely correct. So I think this whole push into the Metaverse, Web3, and all these online, including Zoom, actually, which really kind of grew dramatically because of COVID-19. So a lot of these apps and platforms, because of the pandemic, really found its niche, and people started focusing. I know even House Party, my family, we would do this because we all live around the world. We'd all connect to House Party and kind of use that app. So interestingly, how environment and how things around us really do affect the rise or even sometimes the fall of some of these platforms due to necessity. And I think that's a very important word. Okay, so moving on. People trapped inside during each lockdown found an escape through the Metaverse. Because of this, numerous cryptocurrencies have adopted the Metaverse to cater to this market. Yes, so here, let's look at Decentraland. Now, for all those who don't know, Decentraland is really one of the OGs, I would say, for the Metaverse, alongside Sandbox. And those are probably the two key ones. And yes, here it says this Decentraland Mana, which is its token, where Sandbox uses sand, Decentraland here. And let's keep reading this. Is one of the pioneers in the Metaverse sector gaming uses daily. Privacrip, a new cryptocurrency focusing on restoring privacy to the user. So quite interesting how these two have connected. So anyway, upgrading the Metaverse, Decentraland. Let's just read this, and let's go to the summary here to get the crutch of this article. And again, all the articles will be down in the description below. The Metaverse is growing by the day. Correct statement. Pioneers like Decentraland have paved the way for other Metaverse platforms to shine in this sector, and that is correct. The constant flow of new technology will surely keep Decentraland at the top of the crypto market as it transforms in Metaverse. Privacrip has the potential to shine in the Metaverse when it launches. The privacy-preserving technology that it provides could potentially take the Metaverse to the next level. So here we see one of the biggest Metaverse platforms in the world, or currently that there is right now, which is Decentraland, join in with a privacy coin. So interesting how those two have combined. So again, staying with that Metaverse theme. So moving on. Okay, this article I found really, really interesting. Half of Americans still haven't heard of NFTs. And I have to say, we're talking to different people from around the world every day, and this statement, I think, is absolutely true. And if not, I would even say maybe slightly over-exaggerate in the sense, I would even say maybe it's more than half that really don't know or haven't heard of NFTs. Now, of course, here the definition of what you've heard or not heard of, how do you define heard? Maybe they've heard it in an article once, but do they really know? So, okay, let's even take it as half of Americans still haven't heard of NFTs. Now, heard, like I said, maybe they've heard it on the news, they've read in some articles, but if you ask how many people actually know what an NFT is, I think that's another level. And I would even say maybe 3/4 to, I'm going to put it out there, 90% of Americans, or let's say even people around the world, don't actually know what an NFT is. They've definitely heard of it, possibly, but they don't actually know what it is, what could it be used for, and is it a scam, or what is it, and how is it actually applicable to oneself? So that's what I find really interesting. Again, and that's on Yahoo Finance. So, and of course, what they have here, the image to represent NFTs is the Bored Ape, one of the Bored Ape Yacht Clubs. So again, I like the first line. If you're reading this, you probably know what an NFT is, right? But according to a new survey from the new Pew Research Center, only about half of U.S. adults have even heard of NFTs. A measly 2% have dared to buy one. Now, I see that as absolutely great news in the sense that as NFTs become more mainstream and more globalized, then of course a lot more people are going to get, meaning the market potential, should I say, and the opportunities within this space is undeniably massive. So I think that's great news. We are still, those who know what NFTs are still at the tip of that iceberg, or the tip of the spear, should I say. So I think anybody involved, and if you're one of those watching this, obviously you've heard of NFTs, you're interested in NFTs, and you want to know how can I make potentially money out of NFTs, or even a career out of NFTs, which I find growing by the day. So anyway, that's the 3 news articles, and again, that will be in the description below. Now, let's get into the top 10 big ones. All right, on Opensea, and of course, we're looking here on Opensea's top 10 stats and rankings. All right, so let's do a quick, well, you know what? Let's just get straight into it. We can see it all here, top 10, and we'll go one by one. And of course, the ones that may, the more famous ones, I won't spend too much time, okay? But looking at number 1, Daigaku Genesis. All right. So they've got 2,000 items, about 750 owners with already a volume of 5,600 ETH, okay, with a floor price of 12.88. That is a massive floor price with only 2,000 items, with the best offer at 10. Now let's have a look at these guys. And obviously manga style, manga related, I believe they're probably all female, just waiting for this to load. There they are. Yeah, so all female, kind of cutesy manga, kind of like almost playing cards again. Now, I would look, obviously, we've got here their website and Twitter only, so no Discord. Interesting. But I would look into, obviously, what's their, again, the team, the roadmap, and any utilities, if any. Obviously, I'm thinking this might eventually turn into some kind of game. Let's have a look and see more, just because I'm curious as well. Digi Daigaku is a collection of 2,020 unique characters developed by Limit Break, a company founded by world-famous game designers Gabriel Layden and Halbert Nakagawa. Okay, definitely Japanese-centric. Currently, Digi Daigaku characters live in a mysterious world unknown to outsiders, but in time, exciting details, and the world will be revealed. All right, so anyway, that's number 1. So they've definitely made a splash. They're already verified on OpenSea because of course, they've met certain requirements. Good on them, and quite interesting. But of course, with a floor price of 12 ETH, that's already $12,000 off the cuff. That's quite crazy. Okay, let's move on. All right, number 2, of course, CloneX. They're still here. They've been in the top 10 for a while. So no surprise, and we know about these guys. Again, CloneX is created by RTFK and of course they're in collab with Takashi Murakami, another famous artist from Japan, and also has his own NFT collection. But seems like the collab with CloneX is doing fantastic, so good on them. All right, and I heard in another article, which of course I didn't put in here, is that Nike's revenue on NFTs is in the millions. I'll put the details in the description, or I'll post it on Twitter, just on our Twitter account, which you can check Bigones.nft, and it will also be in the description below. So log on to our Twitter if you haven't already, and follow, and we'll be posting some of these, definitely these articles as well. Okay, moving on at number 3. All right, Crypto Simeji Official. Okay, interesting. Another collection of 10,000, obviously PFPs, with already almost 5,000 owners, total volume, and their floor price is a very reasonable 0.15 ETH. All right, so obviously they haven't revealed, hasn't been revealed yet, so they've probably just minted. Again, they have their website and Twitter, not verified at this point. But I'd be interested to look in what actually is interesting about these guys and what do they provide in terms of utility. But cute from the pictures that I can see here. I'd love to know, obviously, the rarities and all that kind of information and details. But again, here they are. So interesting. All right. Okay, we'll get into that and hopefully see what they look like. Oh, is that already one that's out? What's this? Content not available yet. Interesting. All right, don't know what happened there and why that's the only one. But again, they have yet not been revealed. All right, moving on to number 4. All right, Bored Ape Yacht Club. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we know who these guys are, so let's keep them there. But interestingly, they're at number 4. Okay, number 4 on the top 10 list for today only. We know that these change all the time. Okay, and that's why we do daily updates, or at least updates when we do of what's happening on that day. All right, Moonbirds. Again, one of the big boys that came out of nowhere and suddenly by the Proof Collective and just went boom and went nuts with their floor price of 14. All right, 14. Now look at that. Total volume is unbelievable, of a total volume of 169,000 ETH. Okay, so Moonbirds, and of course verified, and all their social media, and of course their smart contract here. All right, moving on. Castaways the Raft. Okay, first time I'm seeing this, as with some of those other earlier ones, by Branch GG. The first NFT collection for Castaways by Branch. The Raft is a simple water vessel constructed of timber and rope, useful for locating unclaimed islands. Interesting. So some kind of land grab here. Its increased population makes it essential for efficiently navigating large bodies of water. Well, I mean, look, I don't know how they're already at 6.6 ETH floor price with only 100 items, right? With already 69 owners. So again, I would look at their website, Discord, and Twitter, understand what the team is, and of course, without a doubt, the roadmap. What is this? What's it used for? It looks so simple. Doesn't mean, I'm not saying here that it's a rug pull or a scam. Just meaning, be careful, look at it, and I'm interested too to see where they're going to take this. But you know, you never know. Some of the most interesting collections are really as simple as this, and dare I say, look at Moonbirds and CryptoPunks, right? But anyway, let's see. I'm sure there is a complete roadmap, and if they didn't have that, I'd be very cautious. Do your own research. And while I'm here, this is not financial advice, purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. Do your own research all the time. DYOR. Okay. Renga. All right. Where are we now? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. We're at number 7. Definitely another new one. Haven't seen this before. All right, these are boxes contain the data needed to understand the past, present, and future of Renga Factory. Each box is a portal to a random archetype from worlds unknown. Interesting. Wow. So a floor price of 0.5. There are 10,000 items. Obviously, PFP not yet revealed. 4,000 owners already. Okay, with the best offer. Okay, wow. All right, 2.9K volume and already verified because of that, probably. All their social media, including Instagram. So I'd be very curious and interested to see how these map out. I'll just obviously check their website. I'm sure they'll have something. So I'd love to know what the utility, obviously some kind of utility here, but looking at some of these images, they look like microwaves, some kind of looks like appliances, dare I say. Of course here maybe a flower. Okay, so interesting to understand more. Looks simple again, definitely unique from the art perspective, I have to say. Haven't seen anything really like this per se. And the name Renga must stand for something. Renga Black Box. Okay, moving on. All right, we know these guys already, or girls, should I say, or gals, even. Women Ape Yacht Club. Yep, they're still there. 4,800 items, 1.6 owners, total volume 4,000. Okay, there, and the floor price, very reasonable floor price, 0.06. And as a floor, not bad. Again, they've been in the top 10 now for quite a while, so that's got to say something. Now, part of this could be, as we know, the association with, obviously, Bored Ape Yacht Club, though these guys do not have anything to do with Yuga Labs. They are riding on the Bored Ape Yacht Club. So for those who maybe didn't know, say you just come onto Opensea for your first time and you're looking at this, you might think there is some kind of connection, thus might FOMO into this particular buy. But again, you need to do your research, and they don't have anything to do with it. And obviously, Yuga Labs, Bored Ape can't really stop them either, right? So they're still continuing on with this thing. So anyway, that's NFTs. That's the world we live in at the moment. Good on them for getting this far. So let's keep moving on. Okay, so where are we? All right, so Rare Apepe YC. Yes, we know these guys. They've been around. Floor price of 0.65, 10,000. Yes, they're still there. So not bad. They've been hanging in there for the top 10. That's, I mean, in and out, I think, at some point, but definitely up top 20, and now here today, top 10. Okay. Moonbird's Oddities. Okay, by the Proof Collective or Proof XYZ, which is important to know. And their floor price here is 1.45. So if you look at what they've done with Moonbirds, obviously what you're thinking is, hey, maybe if I get it here now, there's definitely some kind of rise in the future. Because same company, look where their floor price is at 14. Okay, now, look, I'm not an expert, and please tell me if you know better than I do, and please put in the comments below. But from what I understand of the Moonbirds, when they came out, it was really the secondary sale that went crazy within such a short period of time that really put them on the map and caused a lot of eyebrows to go, who are these guys, okay? So here, I'm not sure how long Moonbird Oddities are and how long they've been around. Okay, so revealed in July, there you go. So June, July, August, so just a couple of months, yet the floor price is quite low. So look, obviously it's got great... It's got a great bloodline, and that is the Proof Collective. And so you think and hope that obviously as they build these, there will be value, and value will be added. Again, that's not financial advice, but just an opinion. So, I mean, this is something I'd be curious to look at. It's, again, quite reasonable comparing it to where its sister ones are, which is Moonbirds. Okay. All right, here we go. Moving on to our next segment, which is the randomizer. All right. So let's make this fun. Let's put 500. All right. And let's generate. Here we go. Let's have a look at the number 74. I like keeping it up there. Okay, well, that's what the randomizer says. That's what we're going to do. So we go to number 74 on Opensea, and let's see what it is. Yolo Bunny. Interesting. Okay, let's check that out. Let's have a look at Yolo Bunny. Interesting. All right, what I'm going to do is let me zoom out of this so we can focus on the bunny. Okay, have we seen this before? I think we have. But anyway, let's have a look at it. And as we said, we'll do a mini deep dive. Then I'll give my honest opinion on what's going on. Okay. So let's just look at this Opensea front page and see what it's got here. Okay, 10,000 items, obviously PFP collection, already 3,100 owners, with a volume of 3,300. Not bad. ETH, that is, and a floor price of 0.6. Quite modest. Right now, you're looking at that 0.5, so that was 50%. I think the ETH is, what, 1,555. So that's probably around 850 US dollars for one, with the best offer of 0.41. Okay, let's look at, before I actually give my honest take, let's have a look at their website. Okay, here we are. So Yolo Bunny, unique premium identity, rare airdrop qualification, Genesis L21, the next generation music platform. Interesting. So, okay, so it's got to do with music, next generation music platform. More than a music marketplace, Metaverse aims to build the next generation music platform, which will meet the needs of artists, collectors, fans, and All right, I'm already looking at this, and the English isn't so good, or doesn't seem to flow. Now, okay, Node, Yolo Bunny. Okay, let's scroll down here. Is there a team? Okay, we are hiring. Okay, so they don't have, okay, yes, they do have a Twitter, but interesting, they didn't place their Twitter here. Let's open their Telegram. Okay, so here's their Telegram. Okay, you can't see that yet. Let me put the Telegram in there. So they've got 10,270 members on the Telegram, and I'm just trying to look at how what kind of conversations. Okay, looks. I guess there's probably more moderators here. Don't know how real these guys are, but anyway, with 10,000. Okay, anyway, let's pull that back and close that off. Let's go to the Discord. I won't go into it. Where am I? Boom. So they've got 4,370 members. Okay, that's modest, but not bad. Modest. It's not really quantity. It's always quality when it comes to Discord. And let's keep looking here. Now, they've got a Twitter here. Let's open up. I don't know why they didn't add the Twitter on their Opensea. And let's click this about us. Okay, there it is. Okay, right. Now, we can see here, it doesn't really say, did I miss that? Okay, they've got their roadmap. Marketplace, trading market, sorry. DApp, okay, governance. All right. I don't know why they haven't got any team. Okay, so that's already a bit of a red flag to me. Okay, I'm going to click one more. Let's see if I want to join them. Let's see what happens when we say, yes, we want to join. Marketing manager. Okay, remote full time, about movers. All right, very limited information. Okay, let's look at their help center. Okay, again, so not working. Getting dubious by the second. We saw careers. Let's look at their white paper. Okay. Okay, nothing really on the white paper. Move market. Let's click on that. Walking soul. So they've got one thing which isn't anything related to their bunnies. So interesting why they don't have their bunnies here. Okay, let's look at their Twitter. All right. So they've got 9,000 followers, following 120. They're from Canada, as it states here. Just curious if that is, yep, that's the same website. Okay, and interesting. Let's see, do they have anything about their bunnies? Why is it this image? Okay, they've got a few hearts and followers. Okay, so nothing really. Okay, here he is, the Yolo bunny. All right, the Cavern Club. All right, with just 4 likes here, 3 retweets. Interesting. Okay, let's go back up. Okay, we've done the Telegram. We've had a look at this. Look at their Twitter. And again, as I said, with their Twitter, they've got, what is it, 9,000 followers. It's reasonable. Again, you know, there are ways to pump that up and move us. Okay, let's go and let me give my honest take on these guys. Okay, let me put my face back in there. Okay, so based on what I've seen, and again, I'm always I apologize in advance if I say anything here that, you know, if there's any Yolo Bunny people watching this or team members, and I'm just taking it obviously from what I see. Obviously, there's a decent volume there. Anything that sold anything is good. Now, again, you know, obviously there are ways to inflate this, to pump this, you know, but again, from what I saw on their website, I think this is where I've got to say I'm absolutely dubious of this particular is I click about us. I don't see anything about a team. All right. I click white paper with that. It's got it here. I don't see anything here. Let me just read. Did I? Yep. Premium. Yep. Nothing. Okay. Let me go view here. Go straight back to that. It's it's very dubious when okay, the story, Yellow Bunny Cavern, okay, buy a bunny. Okay, so they've got some information, but again, I really don't see the team, right? And that's all. And the white paper, you've got it listed here. Why can't I see it if I click on it? Now, you know, these are the simple things, and I'm already kind of hesitant to then go deeper if when I want to just see the team, I can't click on it. And I keep saying that the team, the roadmap utility, I don't see any of that here. I know I'm not reading it absolutely anything, but definitely there's no team. Definitely there's no white paper. So that's already red flag and red flag. So again, I'm not saying this is a rug pull or a scam, but certainly I'd be curious if I'm interested in buying one of these here on Opensea, and I do my due diligence and my research, which we always encourage everyone to do. Well, then I'm already at a loss. Now, yes, I could go into the Discord, I could ask some questions, and that would be maybe I'd get more information from these guys out there. But if your website's here, you better show me a team, or else at least some kind of name, somebody I can click on, or else I already start feeling a little bit anxious whether or not this project is legit. Okay, all right, so that's my take on Yolo Bunny, which is number 74 on Opensea, so they're at the top 100. So you'd think definitely there's some legitimacy and credibility at that, but still, some of those boxes really weren't ticked, and I'd be very cautious. But, from the images themselves, they look decent. I'm not absolutely excited about the style and the feel, but, decent. I would say decent. That's all I could say. Anyway, that wraps it up. Let's go back. Thank you very much for joining us here at Bigones.nft. And if you did like this content, please smash that like, and, of course, hit subscribe to get more of this kind of stuff. Thank you very much. Good night, and see you again soon.